Anyway, all right. Keep it up for Zach, everybody. All right, on deck we have Nathan Lowe's. Right now, please welcome to the stage Miss Heidi Gillen. Heidi Gillen, everybody!
So much clapping, so many high expectations. How are you guys doing tonight? So, I just got my hair did. Yeah, just cut, no color. This silver tinsel shit is 100% mine. I earned every strand of it. This is what 3 daughters does to you. I got my first gray hair when I was 19, and I've been dyeing it ever since. And about 16 months ago, I decided, fuck this shit. I am done fighting Pepe Le Pew every 3 weeks. And I decided to join the Silver Revolution. And my hairstylist was all about it. She was my support and my cheerleader. She's here tonight. Woohoo! So I never got complimented on my hair before, ever in my life, until I started going natural. And I started getting compliments all the time. Complete strangers would go out of their way to compliment me on my hair. People that didn't like me would go out of their way to compliment me on my hair. And it's all been super positive, except once. My husband and I were at a party. We were sitting at a table, and this guy next to us leans over to my husband. He says, "You must be really hard on your wife." Oh. My husband looks at me like, "What are you getting at, buddy?" He says, "'Cause she's really gray."
Wow.
And I was sitting right there, like, what kind of verbal diarrhea is this? Listen, buddy, your wife must be really hard on you because you are fat and bald. Take an Imodium and get a toupee. So, I mean, I've never had good hair. I've just not been one of those people. When I was a little kid, I'd wake up every morning with like a rat's nest in my hair, and my mom would brush through my hair. And we didn't have detangler back then. I had a British mother, and she had a hairbrush, and when I would complain, she'd say it hurts to be beautiful. And she'd sling a couple pigtails in my hair and send me on the bus, and I'd be sitting on the bus, goddamn woman, my head hurts. And one day, my 7-year-old self lost her shit. I climbed under my desk during art class in the 2nd grade with my safety scissors, you know, the ones that don't cut paper. And I started hacking away at one of my pigtails. And I must have been under there a while. I mean, it took a while to get through one pigtail with safety scissors. But before I could get to the second one, I was yanked out from under my desk, and the teacher was shaming me in front of the class. And I'm standing there, my pigtail and my scissors, and what was there to do? So she sent me to the bathroom to collect myself. And I stood there in the bathroom mirror looking at myself, going, that doesn't look right. I had one pigtail here, and I had one pigtail here. So I decided that the best thing to do at that point would be to walk around like this the rest of the day. You know, like when little dogs go to the groomer and they're embarrassed, so they cock their tails to the side. That was me all day long, just walking around looking like I'm curious. My mother didn't fall for it. When I got off the bus that day and cocked my head, she didn't think I was curious. She didn't think I was funny at all. And let me tell you, if you have never been sent to your room unable to sit down, you've never been learned. I've had so many hair disasters. My dad one time gave me a perm. Bless his heart, he gave me a perm in the 8th grade. And in the 4 hours it took for him to put the rollers in, I learned every swear word in the book. And every combination that you can use them in. And I don't know what went wrong, something happened, but it fried my hair and it stunk, and I haven't had a perm since. But the worst hair horror I can tell you is when I was 8.5 months pregnant with our oldest daughter. We had just moved to Sioux Falls, and I was fat, and I was insecure, bloated, and I just wanted a cute hairdo. So I went to Regis in the mall because I thought Regis was a respectable place. And I picked out in the wish book a cute little haircut, and I gave it to the lady, and she sat me down, and she covered my fat belly with her cape, and she spun me around so I couldn't see. And she started cutting my hair, and she was chatting, and she was cutting, and she was cutting, and she was chatting. And then she was done, and she just turned me around so that I could see her masterpiece. And all I saw was Mia Farrow from Rosemary's Fucking Baby. And I don't know how I didn't have my baby right there on the floor of Regis Salon. And all I could do was pay my bill. I couldn't ask to speak to the manager. I didn't have the right hair. So I went out to my car and I cried and I cried and then I prayed, "Dear God, please don't let my child be born with 666 tattoos." Thank you guys. You guys have been great.